Oh, it's burning the calves. Oh, the calves.
Believe it or not, there's still there's 2 more secret Heartless left. One of them isn't exclusive to any world. It pops up in like 3 different worlds. It's just, I've found easiest to handle in deep jungle here. Which also I just think it's so funny that there's like no name for, the jungle in Tarzan. They can't just call it...
They didn't want to just call it Africa? They didn't want to just call a level Africa?
It's like that one Garfield game where there's just a very generically themed like Mexico level, and there's just a sign that Garfield looks at that says, "Welcome to Mexico Town." Yeah, sometimes when you come up here, you'll find those little mushroom guys.
Do a little dance. Big boy on TikTok. Look at him go.
So this guy, he just wants you to hit him a lot. And after a little while, he'll leave, and however many times you hit him will determine the drop rate of his rare item.
Oh my god.
So if you hit him with the stop spell, you can get way more extra hits on him. I also have the arrow spell on me, because that also is constantly hitting him.
I noticed Goofy and Donald did not want to help. They do not care about your high potions and whatnot.
I actually had them set to not really attack and just throw MP restoring items at me. But, yeah.
Well, I guess that's helping in their own way.
Yeah.
I apologize, Donald, Goofy. You work hard.
Donald and Goofy are real, and their feelings were hurt. But yeah, also, if you go to Merlin, when you learn even more magic, he has an extra weapon for both Donald and Goofy. The Dream Shield and the Dream Rod. They're both just Mickey-themed weapons.
I like to beat people with the image of my king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hit him over the head.
My close personal friend has been turned into a bonking stick.
Also, I love that the Dream Shield is called a shield to protect loved ones. AKA, it's for Goofy's son.
He's out there somewhere. Don't get out of that gummy ship until we find him.
Yep. We've also got the Defender here, which is that rare drop from those big Heartless that have just the big face shield they carry. Also, the Dream Shield and Dream Rod are actually the shield and rod that you can choose at the very start of the game when you're like figuring out what stats you want to have. Yeah.
So Merlin was involved in your character build. You just didn't know it.
Merlin loves rolling characters.
All right, we have now had all 3 nephews be the checkout guy.
Yep.
Yes.
Also, at this point, the nephews will just sell orichalcum at their store. Don't know what
this is good.
What is their source of orichalcum? Who knows? We've also got the Wizard's
strip mining
Relic.
deep jungle. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We've also got the Wizard's Relic for Donald. This is another just weapon you can only get as a rare drop from those little Wizard Heartless in Hollow Bastion.
It looks very pointy.
Yeah. There's still a tiny bit of optional stuff left, but we can't do it yet until we do the majority of the final dungeon.
Okay.
Yep.
That is kind of the most, like, Squaresoft thing I've ever heard.
Because, the final dungeon has a few unique new enemies of its own, which means new rare items for them to drop for item crafting.
All right, it's time for the most fiendish and difficult gummy ship segment yet.
Look at me go. Literally, you can never touch the gummy ship building stuff and use the basic ship from the very beginning of the game and have no problem getting through any of this. You just have to move out of the way of stuff a little bit. The basic laser still blows up most enemies, even at this point.
But I want 5 of them.
That is fun to have 5 of them. Anyways, welcome to the end of the world.
Oh my. There should be a Kingdom Hearts world based on the black hole.
Ooh.
What was that 79 or 81 or something?
I think so.
God, I would love a Kingdom Hearts world based on the black hole. Those robots, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right?
You betcha!
The creepy old man gets a drill through his chest.
Become restored and disconnected.
Your big book will not save you, old man.
Yeah, Sora does that in the Kingdom Hearts version.
This is a heartless world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
We're theory crafting
No
now.
worries. Even if this place goes poof, our hearts ain't going nowhere. I'm sure we'll find our pals again. Yep, I just know that we will.
I trust you implicitly, Goofy.
Yeah, you're right. I'll return this. I promise.
Goofy's defining character trait is that he's always right about facts.
Especially about science that only a few people in the entire universe have studied and even have vague theories about.
The one person we know who knows the most about this did go mad with power.
It's true. Look at these guys. The final area is where all the edgiest Heartless designs are.
Yeah.
The most demonic ones with big-ass swords and angel wings.
That's a cool sword.
Yeah.
That could fuck up a loaf of bread. And is also broad enough to spread the butter afterwards.
Oh my god.
It's the perfect knife.
Dude. That's what should have been the in the treasure chest in that Disney World Kingdom Hearts anniversary room you could rent. That sword, full scale. I think Goofy and Donald handle, kind of getting to like the edge of known reality very well, and I think it's because their brains just don't even comprehend what they're looking at.
They're just walking to the edge of the page on the animator's table.
Yeah.
What is going on with this Katamari Damacy sense of scale as you shrink and grow?
This is this final dungeon is a very PS2 era Final Fantasy ass dungeon design where it's like a gigantic combat gauntlet in an abstract environment. So
I might have forgotten a little bit of the final narrative points. Due to an excess of secret hidden bosses.
Oh, no.
So
That's
we
fair.
are we left off trying to find Ansem, and for why? Why aren't we just living and let live with him? Because stuff behind the big lock is still weird?
So yeah, it was the it was basically there's the big spooky keyhole in Hollow Bastion.
Yes.
It's got awful, horrible darkness leaking out of it, always.
The princesses are all praying to hold it at bay.
Yeah, and the only way to get inside and, like permanently seal it is that Sora had to, sacrifice himself with that one weird Keyblade Riku/Ansem had to get Kairi's heart out of him, which also means it temporarily completed the lock, which is what Ansem wanted anyways. And so now he's just vaguely disappeared and gone off somewhere with some type of new unknown powers.
Okay, and we're pretty sure that's here, and so that's we're chasing out. Okay.
Yeah, basically,
so I was right. I was right about most things.
Pretty much. Basically, the only reason why Sora and Donald and Goofy are going here is because all the princesses go like, "We've got a bad vibe from like that general direction space. You should check that shit out."
While they stand around and chat. It definitely looks like an office during like coffee break time.
Yeah, I mean,
when they're hanging out in the lobby of Hollow Bastion.
they've been through a lot. They deserve a break. All of them have been kidnapped. All of them have been put in weird crystal prisons to harvest their magic heart lasers. So that sounds tiring to me.
Yeah, it's just the last stage of orientation. They do that before they let you out to meet guests.
Mm-hmm. So, while I was looking up many weeks ago, just trying to find random bits of trivia about Kingdom Hearts or other Disney stuff related to this game, I came across something that feels kind of Kingdom Heartsy.
Sure.
Also made by Disney, though. Have you ever heard of the Kingdom Keepers children novels that Disney publishes?
I don't think so, no.
So this is a long series of books that started in 2005. And is, imagine if some author went up to Disney and went hey, you know how Animorphs was a long-running thing that kids really liked? What if we try to just apply some of that formula to Disney World, the theme park?
I'm guessing this is middle grade stuff. This is aimed at the 8 to 12s.
So Kingdom Keepers is a set of books about a group of young teens who all get chosen for a program Disney World has now developed called DHI, which is stands for both Disney Host Interactive and Daylight Hologram Imaging.
Ooh.
These teens get scanned and their likenesses get used as holographic guides projected throughout the theme park.
All right.
But also, the Imagineers who developed this new hologram system, it also lets the kids, while they're asleep during nighttime, their minds can transfer over to their holographic avatars, where they can then fight a secret war to protect Disney World from the holographic entities of all the Disney villains who have become sentient.
Yes, yes. So when that dragon caught fire at Fantasmic,
yes,
that was just, it's real. It's all real. They finally won.
Yeah, the evil group of Disney villains in the series of books, they call themselves the Overtakers.
Okay, all right.
At first, it seems like Maleficent is the leader of the Overtakers, but later it's revealed to be Chernabog. But I thought the list of the main Disney villains was it was kind of a strange mix.
Of course.
The main Overtakers is 5 of them: Chernabog, Maleficent, the Evil Queen, Cruella de Vil.
No, that's just a mean lady. That's just a lady who is mean and has a very big car.
And then the final one is Tia Dalma. From Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's not. She's not even. She's pretty neutral.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I checked out some of the synopses of those books. The original run ended, and a new run is going to begin later this year.
Oh,
where
thank goodness!
It's about,
I've been waiting,
and it's about the children of the original protagonists doing the same type of adventures.
Goodness.
Yeah. Yup. Anyways,
so what?
Oh, go ahead.
Do you think it will reflect changes in the park since before? Is General Hux now going to be one of the Overtakers?
Oh my God. Maybe? I mean, just from reading brief descriptions of the books, it does sound like the books were also, keeping in check with the new things getting added to the park.
Of course.
Also, when you're at Disney World, they still seem to have a educational tour for kids based around the Kingdom Keepers books. Like an interactive educational tour thing. Also, check out this cool rod.
That's a cool rod.
It's pretty good.
It's the most powerful staff.
Yeah. Physically, at least.
It just comes out and says so.
Yep. Also, yeah, I like that this cavern is supposed to be like just giant chunks of gummy blocks from all the random planets that have exploded.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
This is all just like the furniture from the Beauty and the Beast that used to be people.
Yeah.
You just stepped on a sexy feather duster. How do you feel now, huh?
Oh, no. Also, I remember just when I was first checking out these Kingdom Keepers books, just laughing pretty hard at one of the synopses for like the 4th book, where it says there's just a really funny sentence that begins with, "Following a violent encounter in Epcot."
Oh no! Look, people should not go overboard with the whole drinking around the world thing. Okay,
right?
Like you're gonna get hot, you're gonna get stressed.
Yeah, I know you saw
be...
it. You saw it on TikTok and you thought it looked fun, but you saw 8-second clips of them being wasted. You didn't see all the stuff in between. Also, yes, we're at the point of the dungeon where we're doing the classic video game thing of briefly revisiting every world and doing a fight there.
A violent encounter at Epcot. People got a little spicy at the Joey Fatone and Friends concert for.
Yeah. Somebody got really upset that one of the restaurants no longer serves those tiny little chorizo sausages that were so good.
I think the big round boys love Dumbo. They get so excited when Dumbo comes out.
You know, they do just look happy to see him. Dumbo's biggest fans. Figuratively and literally.
Dumbo's biggest fan is his mother. Thank you very much.
Second biggest fan.
Dumbo's biggest haters are every other elephant alive.
One other thing I found out, there is a pretty dedicated fan base for Kingdom Keepers. I found out that a lot of them really did not like the final book in the series because it went outside the bounds of Disney World to like the Amazon and stuff. It was like a globe-trotting adventure, and not even to other Disney parks, like just random places around the world. And that was just like, no, the series has lost it.
I mean, at some point in that series, you're going to be like, oh, it's time for our grand adventure to the big laundry facility.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go to the tree nursery run by the landscaping department.
This one's based entirely around Ellen's Energy Adventure. 600 pages long.
Oh no, we're at the wrong water treatment plant.
Yeah.
The Overtakers are at the other one.
Oh. I like that because the treasure chests are things you can lock onto, Genie also locks onto them like he's gonna wreck its shit.
Look, he's an independent guy. He wants to get some Thunder Gems, so maybe he can also buy a house next to Aladdin's. Wants to be neighbors.
Get me straight.
So we're not only touring every world, we're also touring every summon.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the idea?
Pretty much. I mean, they also make the combat parts go way quicker. Especially when it's Simba and he can just yell and everyone dies. Unless I get stun locked, of course.
It's a common trait among fantasy royalty. We got Simba, we got Black Bolt. There's probably a third.
Get me straight. Curry.
There's spin-off books for the Kingdom Keepers entirely about the fairies that help the holographic children.
There's fairies? Is it like Tinkerbell or like original fairies?
No, it's like a race of hologram fairies or something.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We got Mega Man Battle Network going on here too.
Yes. What were they actually called? They weren't just called fairies. It was something else similar. The Fairlies.
That is very stupid. That is a dumb, just call them fairies.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shortage of fairies in your, like, whole thing. They can live in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Yeah. So...
We've never seen Mushu used to proper advantage. I'm excited for this.
Yeah. When Mushu works, he's good. He's more like a single target guy. Yeah, he homes in on stuff.
He does a lot of crowd work.
Oh, yeah. Once you tell him to start shooting, he'll just shoot for a while on his own while you run around. There's actually a really funny speedrun tactic where you can use Mushu to kill the final boss in, like, a minute.
Interesting that Mushu comes out as soon as we get to the gendered enemies.
Look at you, Mushu.
Bye-bye.
Nice seeing you, bud.
Glued to Sora's noggin. There's a lot of worlds in Kingdom Hearts, it turns out.
There's a lot. Yeah.
For, like, the very first game, they did make a lot of shit for it, even before they re-released it with even more stuff. Summon Tinkerbell, immediately get a sword to the face.
But it's no big deal. You're gonna be fine.
It's great. Thank you, Tinkerbell.
Fairlies.
The Fairlies.
Ugh.
I guess I'll keep my eye out for any holographic teenagers, though, because I will be going to both Disney parks in Japan in, like, a week. So, as of this recording, at least, so...
Come on!
Very interested in Disney Sea. Really, really excited for that.
It's gonna be hard to tell which ones are part of this super secret thing and which are just normal Japanese holographic teenagers.
Yeah. I have to banish Tinkerbell before I can open a treasure chest.
Well, she gets so jealous, you know.
Yeah.
It's also a safety thing. She could just fall right in there. It'd close up. You'd never find her again.
I'd say she could go out the keyhole, but we already determined that the chests that the Dalmatians are in are, like, hermetically sealed or something, so...
And again, the first thing she does in that movie is fail to leave a keyhole and worry that her hips are too wide.
Right. We get to be a merman one more time.
You say that so wistfully.
I have nostalgia from, like, well over a decade ago when I was streaming Kingdom Hearts 2, and someone found out there is a dedicated fan base just for Merman Sora. And also pregnant Merman Riku. So... You know, just the usual internet shit.
Your summons should all also have aquatic forms if you're in Atlantica.
You know, because you can't, like, stand on the ground in Atlantica, you can't summon anything in the entire world.
I want to see Whale Genie. Just a big old whale.
That would be fun.
Simba the Sea Lion.
Oh,
it makes
it works.
perfect sense.
It works.
Thunder!
Yeah, sadly, You can only summon when your feet are firmly planted.
Thunder!
You gotta get your head out of the clouds, sorry. You'll never meet your friend Bambi unless you're focused.
Stop!
And Bambi's the only convenient way you're going to be able to make the best sword in the universe.
The ultimate weapon, Kupo.
Yeah, they, the final, like, world retread here is 100 Acre Woods, which, when you get there, it's just, they make it, just a save point. There's nothing else there.
Take that!
And the weird thing about this one is that you're also going through the entire world in this case.
Yeah.
It's
This
the
is
whole thing.
Yeah, it's the majority of it. Also, I think something that's kind of funny is when you're running around these worlds, the footstep sounds are still the weird squishy sounds you get from, like, being in the actual final dungeon. The Mighty Shield, the most powerful shield for Goofy. It looks like a little bumper in a pinball machine.
Yes, yes. And it's so little.
It's really tiny. Only for bopping, no defense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when you got to the little 100 Acre Wood area, I wish Pooh was here being really confused. Like, I take 10 steps anyway, and it's hell outside? I don't like this.
I don't like this. Oh, bother indeed.